The second installment of John Updike's Rabbit series, titled Rabbit Redux, follows the middle-aged protagonist Harry Rabbit Angstrom as he grapples with the decline of his marriage and seeks solace in a world of drugs and cultural shifts. Published by Alfred A. Knopf in 1971, the novel picks up 10 years after the events of Rabbit Run, in which Rabbit abandoned his marriage and later returned after a tragic incident involving his wife and their child. At the age of 36, Rabbit sees himself mirroring the fading glory of his hometown, Brewer, Pennsylvania. He toils as a typesetter in his father's company, a profession threatened by advancing technology. Oblivious to the cultural currents of the 1960s, Rabbit's awareness barely extends beyond the superficial glimpses he catches on television: racial tensions, the Apollo 11 moon landing, and the Vietnam War. Rabbit's marriage to Janice, spanning 12 years, begins to crumble when Janice embarks on an affair with Charlie Stavros, a Greek car salesman she meets at her father's dealership. Janice ultimately decides to leave Rabbit and their teenage son for Charlie. In an attempt to distract Rabbit from his relationship troubles, his black co-worker Buchanan takes him to a bar where he introduces Rabbit to Jill, a young runaway hippie from a privileged Connecticut family. It becomes evident that Jill has been trading sexual favors for drugs. Rabbit extends an invitation to Jill, offering her a place to stay with him and his son, Nelson. Their relationship quickly turns sexual. Meanwhile, 13-year-old Nelson develops an infatuation with Jill, perceiving her as his first love. As Jill settles into their home, her drug dealer Skeeter, pursued by the authorities, seeks refuge under their roof as well. Skeeter, a Vietnam veteran and intellectual, possesses radical views that border on messianic, earning him the nickname Black Jesus. Alongside Rabbit and Jill, the trio forms a makeshift commune, engaging in both sexual relationships and substance abuse. Through their drug-induced sessions, Skeeter passionately discusses the political climate of the time, exposing Rabbit to the cultural shifts occurring in America, particularly regarding Afro-American history. Rabbit, resistant to these new ideas, remains supportive of the Vietnam War and clings to some racist tendencies. Concerned neighbors take notice of Skeeter and Jill's presence in Rabbit's house, prompting one of them to set fire to the property while Jill is in a heroin-induced stupor. Tragically, Jill perishes in the fire, but no one else is harmed. Rabbit, speaking with a police officer at the scene, is callously informed that whoever was inside the house is beyond saving, leaving young Nelson distraught. Skeeter encourages Rabbit to dismiss the horrific event, but Rabbit worries about the impact on his son. Meanwhile, Janice's lover, Charlie, suffers a heart attack. Though Janice manages to save him, this near-death experience prompts both of them to re-evaluate their desires. Janice returns to Rabbit and Nelson, and the three attempt to mend their fractured family, though Rabbit occasionally hallucinates Jill's presence in his dreams. The theme of freedom resonates throughout the narrative. Rabbit feels trapped by his monotonous job and the constraints of domesticity. Janice, too, yearns for liberation, feeling stifled and unappreciated in her role. Nelson, who lacks athletic prowess, longs to escape his father's oppressive expectations, while Jill runs away from her privileged upbringing and strict parents in pursuit of personal freedom. Skeeter seeks liberation from the oppressive structures of race and the watchful eyes of the police. Updike presents a range of perspectives on contentious subjects through his multifaceted characters, highlighting the complexities of their views and the challenges they face. Rabbit, a nationalist character, blindly aligns himself with his country without much critical thought. In contrast, Skeeter, a product of the war, articulates his opposition to it with conviction. Rabbit reflects prevalent societal attitudes on race, exhibiting derogatory views toward black individuals until Skeeter and Jill enter his life, prompting some level of enlightenment. Rabbit Redux and the other books in the Rabbit series garnered positive reception, with Time magazine lauding Updike as a rare verbal genius and the New York Times hailing Rabbit Redux as an audacious and highly successful achievement in Updike's repertoire. Updike's prose was also widely acclaimed, with Joyce Carol Oates remarking on the series' illuminating portrayal of the world Rabbit traverses during his gradual descent, captured meticulously by one of America's most talented realists. Even in 2015, Rabbit Redux secured a spot on The Guardian's esteemed list of 100 best novels, ranking 8th. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.